Yes, it's finally here, the Xiaomi Mijia M365 electric scooter, the Pro version, and you've all been waiting for this like crazy. But me, myself and I like crazy as well, so let's dive right into it. So I was super excited when I got the first model, the M365, and it is my most favorite gadget until now, and I still believe it's the best electric scooter you can get, especially in 2018. And now with the upgraded version that is out, I had to get it, of course. So when you order it, it comes in this huge white brown box all the way from China. And you can really see how excited I am. It's currently on a promotion, and I will leave some links to international resellers that ship duty-free if you live in Europe. So when you open the box, there are 5 small images on how to get it easily and safely out of the box. Now first we find an instruction manual, and it is all in Chinese, but I will leave an English manual in the description of this video. Now take away some of the protecting styrofoam and lift the handlebar up a bit. The only installation you have to do yourself is the handlebar, and that is pretty easy. They provided you with an Allen key in the box as well as with some bolts. Now I've installed 3 bolts and this little hook, and you can attach a small plastic bag to it, for example. Now I will leave a link in the description to this hook as well, because you can 3D print it yourself. Lastly, you have to remove some pieces of plastic, and now your scooter should be up and running. And at the bottom of the box you will find the charger and the extending nozzle to inflate your tires a little bit more easily. Now Xiaomi likes to call this aircraft grade aluminum, and just like its predecessor, it feels really well made. The welds, the paint job and the rubber on the handlebars, they all look and feel very premium, and the first impression here is once again great. The tires are pneumatic tires and are inflated to take it right away for a spin, but I did inflate it a little bit more after my first ride. As mentioned in many of my other scooter videos, I miss the mechanical braking because it feels more safe to me. The Pro version still has mechanical braking via a disc, so don't stand by accident on the rear mudguard like some other electric scooters allow you to do. The kickstand is made from the same material as the main frame, on which they've installed rubber for extra grip. The welds over here look really good, and I really didn't expect such a high quality and sturdy scooter for this very interesting and attractive price. In the front wheel we will find the motor, but before we continue with that, I would like to ask you to subscribe to the channel, and also to not forget to click on the bell icon so you get notified whenever there's a new video posted. And now that we have that out of the way, the M365 Pro version now has a 600 watt peak motor compared to the 500 watts in the original version. And with the normal watt, it is now 300 watts compared to 250 watts in the normal version, so that is a big plus. The 50 watt extra power, or in other words 20% more power, makes itself felt. You accelerate faster and you reach the maximum speed quicker. The extra power becomes most noticeable when you go uphill, as you can achieve a higher speed compared to the original M365. Now we don't have any kind of hills in Holland because this is the flattest country on earth, so I hope you don't mind that I just did a test on a bridge, but you can definitely feel the difference compared to the original model. This one is just like pulling you up on the bridge like crazy, but check it out for yourself. The front wheel contains, besides the motor, also an anti-lock braking system, an ABS system, that allows you to come to a full stop in 4 meters. Now the wheels still got those reflective stickers, and the tires itself got the Mijia branding as well. Regarding comfortability while riding, is very similar compared to the original M365, but the Pro version feels a bit more responsive though, as well as powerful of course, and has definitely more torque. Now Xiaomi made many small changes on this scooter compared to the original version, and one of them is the charging port, because now it is magnetic, and the other one, I had some issues every once in a while because it remains rubber and it deforms, and it just didn't close that easily like it does on this one. So the new version is magnetic and therefore it still has only an IP54 rating, so keep that in mind when you ride through small puddles of water. The bottom looks to be sealed once again properly, just like the older version, and behind that seal is a bigger battery installed. The built-in battery of the Xiaomi M365 Pro has a capacity of 474 Wh compared to the 280 Wh capacity of the M365 from Xiaomi. So the original took around 5.5 hours to charge, while the Pro version, guess what, takes almost 8.5 hours to fully charge. So after owning 1.5 years the original version, the battery is degrading of course, and that is just normal. But after 1.5 years I still achieve around 12, 13, 14 kilometers of range, and that is pretty good because I go full speed on pretty normal road conditions, and the same for the weather conditions. But with the new model I get around 25 to 27 with the same real life situation, pretty good road conditions, the same or relatively the same weather conditions, and I didn't gain that much weight over the years. I hope so. Yeah. With Eco mode on, which limits the watts and the maximum speed to 18 km per hour, on good roads with slightly windy weather conditions, I managed to get over 40 km, and that is just very impressive. And keep in mind that I'm 1 meter and 90 centimeters and I weigh around 80 kilograms. Another difference that you might have spotted is the grip or the rubber on top of the mainframe. This one is a bit more darker in terms of color, while the other one, the original M365, has a more light gray version. And besides that, the new mainframe of the M365 Pro version is also 5 centimeters longer, and that is something that I really like, because now if you have kind of large foot or feet, then it's just a bit more comfortable to stand on it for a really long time. The stem is also 4 centimeters longer, so if you're a tall rider like me, you're gonna appreciate that. And also keep in mind that the scooter is now heavier, sitting in at 14.2 kilograms, and therefore designed for the more longer commutes than the ones that involves many stopovers, foldings and carrying around, etc. On top of that stem, they also installed an LCD display, and you can see the speed you're currently going, and I really appreciate that. It also shows you the selected mode you're in, Eco, Drive or Sports mode, and the Pro's display also indicates if the headlight is turned on or not, and at the bottom the battery status indicator. Now the throttle is still on the right, and on the left we have the bell, and we have the brake lever over here as well. The folding mechanism still looks the same, but there are some small differences. You need more power to lock it, especially the first couple of tries, and the lever itself also got slightly bigger and it's easier to grab it therefore. Now compared to some other scooters like the Kugu S1 and the S1 Pro, linked here in the top right corner, then this one is folding just so much easier, but it can be done even easier, for example with the Unagi scooter, because this lever is just very stiff and sturdy and you have to push a lot and hard in order to get it fixed in place, and of course that is your safety and I really appreciate that. But with the Unagi scooter, linked here in the top right corner, it is just even faster and smoother, and that is very easy, for example if you travel a lot and you have many stops and you have to walk the stairs and you have to fold it often. But regarding safety, I feel really safe with this folding mechanism. As always, there's no suspension system, but the air tires do a fantastic job and I just love them so much more than the solid tires. So to go quickly over some points and probably some questions that you have, for example, do you feel the difference compared to the original version? Yes, you feel so much and so intense that there's more power in this front motor, especially when you have like a little bit of a hill, then this one just blasts right through the hill, let's say. And with the original M365 it doesn't do a bad job, you just drop a little bit in speed, like 2, 3, 4 kilometers per hour depending on the incline rate of course, but with this one you can definitely feel the power both in peak mode and if it's just riding normally. Is it an upgrade? Yes, it kind of is an upgrade, but it depends on your situation as well. If you live in a neighborhood with hills, then definitely yes. If you travel long distances, then yes. If you're tall, definitely yes. But if you're concerned about the weight and the slight size increase, then the original might be a better option for you. Now the last question maybe, is the price difference worth it? I think so. It's right now approximately $75 to $150 more expensive than the original version, but of course you get a lot of stuff in return, and I also feel that the price increase is justified, but it totally depends once again on your own situation. To me personally, anywhere between $75 to $100 more would be definitely justified. So there you have it, the long-awaited video for the Xiaomi Mijia M365 Pro version, and I'm super excited and happy about it, and I definitely think this is the best electric scooter that you can purchase for below $500, and they're currently on a promotion, so definitely make sure you check out the first link in the description down below, so you can grab one yourself for a reasonable price as well. If you have some comments, questions, remarks, or anything else, just let me know by hitting me up in the comment section down below. I'm always very active down there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, you learned something. Why not subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to give the video a like. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope to see all of you in the next one.